It's our man Bucky Brooks, NFL media analyst, Fox Football Saturday with Jonas Knox right here on Fox Sports Radio. Bucky, what up, man?
What's happening, Bucky?
Hey, what's up? How you guys doing? I noticed that Rob hits me up on Twitter with these sneak tweets. Like he's like, dog, holler at me directly. Holler at me directly. You don't have to sneak
Bucky,
tweet me.
I got my popcorn ready. I'm going to ask one question, and after that, you know Rob's coming at you about Aaron Rodgers.
Hey, you know
so
what?
I'm going to let him do that.
I don't even have to do all that. It's a Friday. I like Bucky Brooks. When somebody
I know you like him, especially when it's going your way.
Yes. Go ahead.
But Bucky, let's start in college football, though. We got the big championship game Monday night, Ohio State, Alabama, of course. First, I want your views. Does Ohio State, I think they surprised maybe everybody with the way they played against Clemson. How much of a chance do you give them to beat Ohio State? And in your view, is Justin Fields definitely the second best quarterback in this draft? You might even think he's ahead of Lawrence, but give me your views on him for the NFL too.
Well, I think Ohio State definitely has an opportunity to beat Alabama. Now, Alabama is they're a juggernaut. They don't have any major weaknesses anywhere. That said, their defense has given up points against Ole Miss and Florida. Ohio State has the personnel to be able to put points on the board. The problem is, I don't know if Ohio State can slow them down at all. And so I would expect this game to be a track meet, very high scoring. I just don't know if Ohio State can slow them down enough and get enough stops to knock them off.
And what
Bucky
about
Brooks?
Fields at the next level?
Yeah, you did ask me about Justin Fields. Look, I really like Justin Fields. Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence have always been tied together since they were coming out of high school. It was always QB1, QB2, and the rankings would always flip based on how the guy played. Now, Trevor Lawrence played more in college. He's really a 3-year starter. Justin Fields has played for basically a season and a half. Both guys are talented. Justin Fields has major league talent. I think Trevor Lawrence has pretty much cemented his status as the number one. Justin Fields, to me, is number two. But there's going to be a debate because there's a huge faction of NFL scouts who really like Zach Wilson from BYU. And then it's going to be, what style quarterback do you want? Because Zach Wilson is probably the more natural pocket player. He has some of the other stuff, athleticism, to do the things that we've seen these new school quarterbacks do. But Justin Fields can run it. He can throw it. He's different, man. He's a really good player.
All right, now it's time for Bucky Brooks to get his. Bucky Brooks, we've all in this business, we've missed on some calls and some situations and some games and some players in our career. I've been doing this for 35 years, and maybe 2 or 3 times I've missed on something. But you, Bucky Brooks, has set back NFL analysts a million years. Your evaluation of Aaron Rodgers was the most absolutely ridiculous, funny as we look back at it now, and nonsensical projection that he is both overrated and declining. Bucky Brooks, I want you to step to the mic, and I want you to own it and eat crow that you've never been as wrong about a player as you were with Aaron Rodgers. This guy has a chance to win the MVP. He put up a season for the ages, and you had the nerve, the audacity, the gall to say that this guy was overrated and that he was declining.
Relax.
How the hell was he declining and did what he did this year to win the MVP, Bucky Brooks? Answer the Odd Couple. Answer Rob Parker. Answer Chris Broussard. Answer NFL America.
Okay, for one, I don't have any crow to eat because I'm vegetarian, so I won't eat any crow. And what I will say is, I looked at Aaron Rodgers the last time that we spoke, he was a declining player. And I will say this, the best thing that ever happened to Aaron Rodgers were 2 things. They drafted Jordan Love to compete with him. That made him play at his best. And then Matt LaFleur has done a great job of coaching him and put him in a situation where he can't fail. What we're seeing is this system, which is the Shanahan system.
Bucky,
we've seen a lot of
stop with the system.
Let him finish, Rob. Let him finish.
Pipe down. pipe down. We've seen this system, this Shanahan system, make average quarterbacks good quarterbacks great. And so we've seen Case Keenum, we've seen Jimmy Garoppolo, we've seen Matt Ryan, we've seen all these guys flourish in the system. They just took Aaron Rodgers, who was a 2-time MVP, and put him in a system. So look, Aaron Rodgers is playing great as a system player.
Oh, stop it, Bucky. Stop it. Let me tell you this. Hold on, Bucky.
That's why he's there.
Stop.
It's the system.
Stop.
Do
not.
I think
Bucky,
stop
it.
Hey, Rob, he stepped up.
No,
and answered your
that's
question.
nonsense. That is some system as if he never played well before Matt LaFleur showed up. I ain't buying that, Bucky, because that's nonsense that you're going to sit here and not give this man his due at 37 years old, who came on and everybody buried him. You buried him. Jordan Love, he should finish his career in Chicago. He's declining. Oh, they should run the ball 90 times a game.
Bucky, let me ask you this. Okay, Aaron's going to be the MVP. I think that's pretty much the consensus. He's had a great year. He has struggled in NFC championship games. How does he have to win or at least get to the Super Bowl, if not win it this year, to kind of validate this regular season?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if he's as great as Rob Parker said he is, he has to go away with more than one ring on his finger for his career.
And if he does, Bucky, what are you going to say, Matt LaFleur?
I'm going to stand up. I'm going to give him a standing ovation. And I'm going to say all those guys that y'all call bums on the perimeter, he doesn't have any wide receivers. Who is he throwing to? Get him a weapon. And every time I look up, those guys are scoring touchdowns. Alan Lazard, Devontae Adams, Tunyon, the tight end is scoring. They got Aaron Jones, the running back that people wanted to boo, A.J. Dillon. I look up, he has a 100-yard game. So maybe, just maybe, the support staff has helped Aaron Rodgers in this system. And it's not just Aaron Rodgers doing everything by himself, like you like to romanticize Rob Parker.
Bucky, you know what? I think it's for everybody on Fox Sports Radio. When I say you make me sick, get off this radio.
This is what I would say. Chris Broussard, this is what I would say. If you took Matthew Stafford and you put him in a Green Bay uniform in that system, he would do the same stuff.
Dude, you're so crazy. You obviously haven't watched Matthew Stafford. I watched him from the beginning of his career. And you want to give Matthew Stafford a pass and act as if it's because of his cast and everything else. That's the reason why he hasn't won one playoff game in 12 years. Man, Bucky, you must be crazy. Matthew Stafford is a stat patter who only puts up numbers after the game is over. Stop it, Bucky. Hang up. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm done. Go back to NFL Network. Go back to Jonas Knox on the weekend. Get off the Odd Couple. I'm done with you, Bucky Brooks.
Bucky,
if you put Aaron Rodgers with Matt Patricia, how many games would the Detroit Lions have won? It'd have been the same stuff. The same stuff. Nothing would have changed.
Look, we're gonna find out which of you two is right within the next few weeks. So we are looking forward to that. But Bucky, great stuff. You hung in there. You answered Rob Parker's questions. Good job, Bucky, and enjoy watching the games this weekend, as we all will.
Hey, you know what? I will, Chris, and I'm going to watch it with my Matthew Stafford jersey on.
Good, because you're a loser, too. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, Bucky. Thanks, man. We'll talk to you soon.
I'm kidding.
Peace. All right, Rob.
What?
Kyrie.
I was worked up.
You came out of nowhere. Like my grandfather used to say, like a bat out of hell. I mean, you just came out like swinging. Mike, I hope we can get Bucky on again.
What?
I hope we can get Bucky on the show again. My goodness. I try to be nice to the callers.